Yes, sir. You already know what time it is, man. We're back here to serve some more game on the ground from Hungry Hounds. So just get up the pound and are ready for the next round. So with that being said, make sure y'all grab your snacks, y'all drinks, whatever the case may be, because we finna jump right into this episode, man. Now, this episode, this title, this topic that we talking about, you guys can see, is how people will try to get in your orbit. Now, there's gonna be a lot of people out there whenever you're in public, wherever you go. There's gonna be some people that try to get in your orbit and try to stay in your orbit. They want to be around you because they are attracted to the energy that you give off, whether they are a Keisha or they might be a real one or they might just be a Chama. Who knows? Nobody knows what kind of person they are except for them and God, right? So you're going to attract all types of different people because of the energy that you give off. And those people are going to try to get in your orbit and stay in your orbit. And whenever they do, it's crazy because they'll do whatever they can to stay around you. They'll do whatever they can to look at you. They'll do whatever they can to be able to just even be around you. They want to stay in your orbit because they're feeding off of the energy that you're giving off. Just your vibe alone attracts people, which is crazy when you think about it. You don't have to do nothing. You don't have to say nothing. You don't have to walk a certain way or act a certain way. It's just the energy that you naturally give off. People are attracted to it. And it's crazy to me. It's crazy. And let me tell you something. A lot of times it happens in the gym. A lot of times when you're in the gym and you're doing what you're supposed to do, there's going to be people who are trying to be around you. People who are going to try and compete with you or do the same things that you're doing because they're trying to be in your orbit. At the end of the day, they're attracted to you and your energy. That's all it comes down to. Whether or not they want to admit it, whether or not they want to admit it to themselves, they are attracted to you. Dude or female, it don't matter. A lot of times you're going to find as a man, your energy is going to attract other dudes. Unfortunately, and it shouldn't be that way, but that's how it is. Your energy is going to attract a lot of dudes. And these dudes are people who have nothing going on for themselves, who aren't doing anything for themselves to try and better their lives, who aren't trying to level up. And they see you and they're like, well, you know what, this dude's got some good energy, so maybe I can get around him and maybe I can feed off of him. Maybe I can use him to gain. He said, these dudes, it ain't even about that. They just want to be around you. They want to be in your energy. And it's just like, dude, like back up. You know what I'm saying? Um, but they're going to try and feed off of you and try to use you to step up instead of stepping up themselves. They use other people to try and launch themselves up higher than what they are into another level. And you gotta stay away from those people. Don't let those people in your circle. Don't let those people around you. You know, um, your gravitational pull. This is what I'm gonna do right here. Your gravitational pull is going to pull in all types of different people. You just got to know which ones to avoid and which ones that you can, whether you want to have a casual conversation with them every now and then or whether you want to just ignore all of them. Some people you might be able to learn a little thing or two just from talking to them. But most people, they ain't got nothing to offer. They ain't got no type of game they can give you or nothing like that, bro. They just degenerates looking for other energy to feed off of. And that's 100% facts. And that's why you can't trust everybody. That's why, there was somebody earlier that said, I was joking around with them and whatnot. But they were like, "What, you don't trust me?" I said, "Bro, I don't trust nobody." Because you can't trust nobody. Especially not today. Everybody these days has their own agenda, has a hidden agenda. Everybody these days will get around somebody else for their own beneficial, for their own gain. And this is what I'm going to do right here. Everybody wants to get in your orbit to benefit themselves, right? Uh, and this is what I'm going to do right here because I don't like that name at all. Just like that. Yeah, no. Get that up on out. But everybody has a hidden agenda. Nobody is genuine anymore. And this is what I'm going to do since you're talking about other stuff that has nothing to do with what we got going on. But people go into a relationship, a friendship, an association, all types of different things. for their own beneficial gain, right? There's nothing genuine no more. There's no more real loyalty. There ain't no more genuine honesty. There ain't no more stomp down people who will ride with you until the end. There ain't no more people like that no more. There ain't. Everybody's out for themselves. In today's society, it really is like survival of the fittest. That's how it really be like out here sometimes. So it's, and this, I don't know what you're talking about, but yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. That's why you gotta pay attention to who's around you and who ain't around you. That's why you gotta pay attention to who you allow to feed off of your energy and who you don't. Because if you're not paying attention, them energy leeches are gonna come in your orbit and you're gonna be tired all the time. A lot of people sit around and they be token all the time, and if you know what I mean, you know what I mean. There's certain things that you can't say, so you're just gonna have to catch on. They be token every single day. I've known people who the first thing when they wake up is they pack that bowl or they roll it up. First thing they do, but they don't eat breakfast. They don't go outside, go for a walk. They don't drink no water. They don't do anything. The first thing they do is pack that bowl, right? And they do it all day, every day. When they're at home, when they're at school, when they're at work. That's what I'm gonna do right here. Everywhere they go, even if they're going to the store, they're gonna be token on their way to the store. They got their pens, or they got it rolled up. Doesn't matter. And they wonder why they're so tired. They wonder why they have no energy, why they're so low frequency, why they have no motivation to do anything. And the reason why I know this is because I used to be one of them people. I used to be one of them people that used to do it all the time. And then I used to cry about feeling like oh man, feel like I'm stuck in this simulation, in this circle, this loop or whatever. But once you stop doing all that, guess what? You're not going to feel like you're stuck in a loop no more. But you got to be able to raise your energy. And people don't understand that. People are so caught up in the trends of society nowadays. And one of the biggest trends nowadays is to have that gas on you. One of the trends nowadays in today's society is to have that gas on you. And that's 100% facts. So everybody's following the trends. Just like they used to do with the Tide Pods. Everybody was following the trends with the Tide Pods, eating Tide Pods on TikTok and doing this and doing that and doing all this other stupid crap. There was this thing called planking that people used to do that was a trend for a while, where they would climb up to a high location. They would hang off with one hand and take a selfie with the other hand. That's what I'm going to do right here. They would hang off the edge with one hand and take a selfie with the other hand. And you know so many people lost their lives doing all that? So many people actually slipped off and fell off that high edge and lost their life because they wanted to follow a trend. Everybody these days wants to be followers. They don't want nothing for themselves. They don't want to do nothing for themselves. They want to do what everybody else is doing because they want to fit in and look cool. There's different ways that you can look cool without trying to show off to everybody by doing what everybody else is doing. And that's by doing what you're supposed to do and building yourself up. And eventually other people are going to start following you and you're going to be doing what you're supposed to do. But too many people these days got the sheep mentality. That's 100% facts. Too many people these days got the sheep mentality. I seen a comment earlier on social media. I think it was on Twitter. It was somebody that was engagement farming. And one of the comments said, I want to believe this because I think it's funny. I want to believe this because I think it's funny. Not, I want to believe this because I think it's true or I think there's facts in it. It's because I feel like it's funny. I think it's funny. Nowadays, people have made truth subjective to feelings and emotions nowadays, which is crazy. When you think about it, it really is crazy. People have made truth objective to feelings and emotions instead of facts and truth. They will believe what makes them laugh. They will believe what makes them feel good on the inside. They will believe what somebody else tells them and gets them to believe because they feel like it's the truth instead of doing their own research and figuring out if there's any facts with what they were told. And if there's no facts, then don't believe it. That's just like with the whole 2021 situation when it started in March. Y'all know what I'm talking about. The whole thingy. I'm not going to say it on here, but the whole thingy that happened in 2020 that lasted for like 2 years. Everybody was told you need to do this, you need to do that. You need to stand 6 feet away from somebody. Oh, you need to wear a mask. You need to do this. You need to do that. Because this can happen, that can happen. You can get sick. You could lose your life. Yes, there were some people that lost their lives, but guess what? The majority of people who actually came down with it got over it. And the reason why is because this is what I'm going to do right here real quick before anything else happens. Boom, just like that. I don't like that name. But the reason why they're able to get over it so quickly is because it was literally the same thing as the common cold. That's all it was. It was just that most of the people who got it, and this is what I'm going to do, because you over here worried about all the wrong things, bro. Most of the people who got it were most of the people who got it and lost their lives were all elderly people, right? And it's crazy because I remember they were moving some people who had it. They were moving the sick people who had it into retirement homes where the elderly people lived. They was trying to get rid of as many people as they could in general with that whole thing. But everybody believed it. I remember how crazy it was, man. Everybody was being told you need to stock up on toilet paper and paper towels. And guess what people were doing? Stocking up on toilet paper and paper towels. Oh, you need to stock up on Lysol wipes and Lysol spray and this and that. And guess what? Everybody was going and stocking up on Lysol spray and Lysol wipes. They didn't care how much it was, what the price was. They didn't care that they were being price gouged. They went and did what they were being told to do because they didn't do no type of research. They just believed whatever it was that they were told. Because they felt like it was the truth. Because somebody on a screen told them. Now, what I always say, people might be sitting around thinking, oh, well, he's the dude on the screen. Well, I always tell you is do your own research. Don't believe what I'm telling you. Don't believe what I'm telling you. Do your own research. Do your own research. That's what I'm gonna do right there. What it do, man? What it do? But no, it's just people associate truth with feelings nowadays, and it's a shame. It is a major shame because when that happened, now you can't speak the real truth because the real truth, people will decide, ooh, it hurts my feelings. And the reason why it hurts your feelings is because the truth is always going to sting, right? The truth has some kick to it. So anything that hurts anybody's feelings, you can't say no more out in public, right? That's the society that we live in today. That's the society that we live in today. You can't speak the truth without hurting people's feelings. Therefore, you can't speak the truth at all. It's crazy. But that's what we've come to. Because we allowed it to happen. We allowed people to objectify truth to feelings instead of truth to facts. People will say, well, I feel like I'm this person in this body. They feel like it, so they have objectified the truth with their feelings. You can't make it up. People who swing the other way, guess what? I feel like I was born this way. So now they have objectified the truth with feelings. You can't make this up. You cannot make this up. In a world where truth is distorted, there is no truth at all, and the only thing that is told is lies. That's 100% facts. And at that point, the truth is not the truth anymore. The truth is what you can make other people believe. That's what your boy Charleston White said, and he wasn't even lying. In a world where the truth can be distorted, the truth will never be the truth. It will only be lies. That's 100% facts. Can't make it up. So with that being said, man, I appreciate y'all for tapping in. Make sure y'all share with your friends, your families, members, aunties, grannies, and everybody else y'all know. I'm going to be going live on YouTube very shortly, listening to a new interview that one of the T brothers did recently. So it's the younger one, as you guys know. So with that being said, the link is in the bio. You guys can go tap that, subscribe to the channel, whatnot, turn on post notifications. That way every time I go live, you can get notified, and or upload a video, you'll get notified. With that being said, I'm out. Deuces.